Hello dear viewers. I just want to start by saying that Jackson would have done a voiceover for this, but refused to as his self-esteem was destroyed. I mean lowered enough to not have him use his wonderful voice. Thus, I am filling in. A little while ago, Jackson went on a school trip to Mizal, and he wanted me to share it with you. I will be reading from his perspective so it doesn't sound weird. So, without any further ado, here's when the Huskies confronted the Tigers. First things first, we had the pleasure of waking up at 4 in the morning and meeting up to get onto a coach at RHS. In all honesty, I don't think I've ever seen the school so quiet or creepy looking. Back to the topic at hand, we left school at 10 after 6, giving me 2 hours to film this amazing travel montage. After a long, sleepy drive, we finally arrived at Jesse Hall. I then got absolutely soaked, because
I have no idea how to breathe.
Once we got a chance to dry off, we played some games before the speeches, some of which starred our own RHS representatives. Afterwards, the speeches began. I didn't film them, as I was paying too much attention. About an hour later, it was time for lunch. After wandering about campus for a little bit, my group decided to go to Raising Cane's across the street from the university. I didn't get anything, as I brought my normal school lunch. Feel free to call me a chicken in the comments. Once we finished, we started walking back to Mizal, which involved Carlos playing Russian roulette with a truck, and a quarter of our group leaving us. Those that stuck around arrived back at Jesse Hall to figure out which class we would go to next. Once we figured out what class we would go to, I decided to take some photos of where the chemistry building used to be while we were trying to figure out where the heck the class was. Thankfully, we were able to find the room the class was in and not be late. What we went to was a sports commentary class, which I really enjoyed. Afterwards, my group got Starbucks and went back to the same room for a podcast class taught by Ms. Bannister, who is the media teacher at RHS. When her class was done, all the schools in attendance for Journalism Day that day assembled for the awards ceremony. My school then got back on the bus for the 2-hour drive back to St. Louis.
Hello? Hello? Hey, how are ya? Sorry if this wasn't really that well put together. A lot of the stuff I filmed was last minute, so I didn't really have much to work with from the get-go. I am planning on going on another school trip to DC this summer, though, so hopefully I'll have a lot more stuff to work with, and you'll be able to see some more of the nation's capital. But yeah, that's just all I wanted to say, really. Right. Good night.